Crypto slang you should know. Hello again, welcome back to the Jack Sweeney YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing crypto vocabulary. That's right. A lot of times noobs are discouraged by the amount of acronyms, the amount of big words that they don't yet understand. I thought it would be beneficial to simply break down some of these acronyms and tell you guys what they mean. Because personally, when I was starting out on this journey, I would come across these words and I was just confused. And then I eventually realized that I needed to look them up because they appeared so frequently. Since then, I have learned a lot. So, let's get into it. Rugged, otherwise known as rug pulled. It's a phenomenon within the crypto industry where a bunch of people buy into either some NFTs or a shit coin, expecting the price to increase, and then it does increase, and then some whale dumps on your face and you lose all your money, pulling the rug out from underneath you. Developers will do this sometimes you'll mint an NFT and you'll never see that money again. One of the most famous rug pulls was the Squid Games coin rug pull.
The market cap is $2.168 trillion. And now the market, oh! It went to zero! Yeah!
Pretty fucking ridiculous. Luckily, I wasn't caught up in that scam, but some people got wrecked. HODL. This one you see plastered everywhere in the crypto space. It simply means hold on for dear life. It sort of springs out of the culture of buying Bitcoin and never selling it. No matter what, if there's an 80% dip, if there's a 50% dip, just hodl. Just hold it and you'll be fine. Just literally hold, do not sell, diamond hands, and you'll literally be fine. Just wait it out, ride out the storm. We can stay autistic much longer than the US government can stay solvent. So therefore, if you simply just hodl your coins, you'll probably be fabulously wealthy. Not financial advice. Sats. A lot of people in the Bitcoin space hear the word sat thrown around. What is sat? Sat stands for Satoshi. One sat is 1/100 millionth of one Bitcoin. Think of sats as like cents, but instead of there only being 100 cents, there's 100 million sats in a Bitcoin. This is what allows the fractionalization of Bitcoin. It's what allows plebs like me to buy $5. It fulfills one of the main requirements of money, which is divisibility. TLDR. This one I saw thrown around everywhere in Reddit, on Twitter, and I had no idea what it meant until I looked it up. It just simply means too long, didn't read. So at like the end of a long tweet or a long thread, they'll simply just put TLDR and then right underneath it, the main takeaways. So that if you are too lazy to read the entire thread, then you can just look at the TLDR at the end and pretty much understand what they're trying to say. Moving on to NGU. This stands for number go up, and it's used in relation to the deflationary nature of the Bitcoin supply schedule. As I've discussed in previous videos, the amount of new Bitcoin entering the total supply is getting cut in half every 4 years. This makes it absolutely scarce. Therefore, number go up. Look at the Bitcoin graph on a log chart, number go up. It's programmatically designed to continue to increase your purchasing power. Mathematically, if you believe that 2 + 2 = 4, then you believe that number go up. It's math. WGMI. This stands for we're gonna make it. It's often used on Twitter as a way to sort of form a culture, a brotherhood, you know, everyone who has chosen to opt out of these legacy institutions is now sort of all in this together, so we're gonna make it. And if you do your own research and you study and you come to the conclusions that most Bitcoiners have come to, you realize that we are gonna make it. Wag Me. This is just a variation. We're all gonna make it. And this one is a little controversial because we're not all gonna make it. we're all gonna die eventually. And so I personally prefer WGMI, but you know, feel free to use either. NGMI. This stands for not gonna make it. People in the Bitcoin community typically use this one to refer to fiat idiots like Peter Schiff, Nassim Taleb. Those are the fiat idiots. Hillary Clinton. Anyone who is still deeply entrenched in the matrix. NGMI. This one's pretty funny too because, you know, no one who is not going to make it knows about this acronym. So it's a funny way to just jab your uncle who doesn't believe in Bitcoin, hit him with the NGMI, and it's a great rhetorical tool. HFSP. This one stands for Have Fun Staying Poor. Also used in reference to fiat idiots. People who don't yet see the value of Bitcoin and sort of just write it off without doing adequate research and actually taking the time to learn about the technology. We typically say have fun staying poor because guess what? Your stocks are overvalued, your real estate's overvalued, and your currency is debasing at record rates. So RE. Okay, this one I often wondered what it meant for the longest time. It simply means regarding. Dino. We discussed this in my previous shitcoin analysis video. Dino simply stands for decentralized in name only. We use this to refer to shitcoins mostly that claim to be decentralized but actually aren't, which is about 99.999% of shitcoins. Pretty much 100% of shitcoins. DAO. This stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. POW, proof of work. This is the mechanism by which the Bitcoin blockchain is secured. Proof of work makes it really expensive and costly for someone to hack Bitcoin network, which is why Bitcoin is the most secure database that we have ever invented. Contrast that with POS, proof of stake, otherwise known as piece of shit. Proof of stake is the consensus algorithm that most of these other shitcoins use, such as Ethereum. Well, not yet, but soon Ethereum. Cardano uses proof of stake. All these other vomit coins use proof of stake. And proof of stake essentially is just fiat 2.0. You don't have to worry about proof of stake. Okay. Shill. Shill just simply means to promote. So when someone is shilling an NFT project on Twitter, it simply just means they're promoting their NFT project. The Crusades were shilling Christianity. FUD. This stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of criticisms of Bitcoin haven't been fully thought through, and they're just sort of half-assed, and the argument or the news headline is simply used to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Basically the last trick that the media has up their sleeve to convince people that Bitcoin is evil or Bitcoin wastes energy. It's just simply media trying to create fear around Bitcoin so that people don't realize that Bitcoin can set you financially free and is unconfiscatable property and is the hardest money that humanity has ever created. Because guess what? They don't want you to be rich and independent because they rely on you to click on their advertisements. Moving on to for what it's worth, FWIW. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And finally, we have ICYMI. This one stands for in case you missed it. And this one I just learned the other day actually. It's actually not a fairly common one, but I just thought we'd throw it in there. So guys, I hope this video helped you understand some more of the crypto lingo because it can be a fairly daunting space. Yeah, this is sort of the video that I wish I had when I was getting into the space so that I could better understand what was going on. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe to my newsletter, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. Okay? The Holy Trinity. Thank you so much for stopping by this week, and I'll see you next week for episode 7 of the Bitcoin series. Adios.